Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning. Oh, my game's disappeared. There we are. Yeah, as soon as I came down with the water bottle, we had the dog come by. You want to come here, buddy? Do you want to come say hi? Come here, buddy. Oh, good morning. He was just snoozing upstairs on the couch. And then as soon as I came down the stairs with my water bottle, he immediately got up and he stood at the top of the stairs and he's looking down. And he's like, "Hey, what's going on down here? Is it time for the good stuff?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're just looking for the jar, huh, buddy? You're just looking for the jar? Is this all you're here for, buddy? Is this all you're interested in? The good stuff?" Come on, buddy, up. Oh, you gotta stay up here, buddy. That's the catch. All right. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. Oh, look at ya. He's a happy guy. But hello, chat. Let's make sure audio's coming in. I don't hear anything. Hello? Huh. I'm not hearing stuff. You guys hearing me? Testing. Hello. Oh, you guys can hear me? You can hear me. I can't hear me in the playback. That's weird. All right, well, as long as it's working, I guess. Why wouldn't that be coming back through my ear holes? Interesting. Because I don't have YouTube muted. Here, let me just see. I'm gonna open up my own stream. Make it work on my end just in case? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna see what's going on here. Because everything's still set up the same, so it should all just be coming in. Alright, let's go to my YouTube thing. Hello. Yeah, I just don't hear my own stream coming in through YouTube. Weird. Very strange. Yeah, chat, I don't know what's going on with that. Can I listen to just like a random YouTube video, or is it just my stream? Let's find out. It looks like it's all YouTube stuff. I know another way to test this. All right, I pulled it up on my phone. Hello, testing. We'll see if it comes through. I'm just really curious because I gotta make sure everything's the way. All right, well. Good enough for me. So chat, how have you guys been doing? Happy Monday. Hopefully your weekend's been going well. Or I guess it went well. Excuse me. Yeah, that's weird that none of the... Oh, now I gotta make sure everything's muted on my end so you guys aren't hearing me twice. You're doing great, thanks for asking. Oh, that's awesome. Can I even hear Minecraft? Oh, I don't even hear Minecraft. Oh, no, I hear Minecraft. Never mind. You've been doing well doing some gardening today? And okay, so Funtime Donut, you changed your name. I saw that. You were originally Sincere, right? Oh, and I guess I didn't say hello, Funtime Donut, hello, Pont, hello, Mr. Pickle. It's great to have you guys here. And for whoever else is lurking in the background. That's weird that the music wasn't coming up for stream. But we've got an important task today. We got to make our chicken farm. I've also been playing around with some different settings that I don't normally do. And I've been turning down the sensitivity in game to see if that helps with some of my with some of the PvP stuff when we're doing like the realm mini games. Because there was a bunch of times in the last one where I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit better and a little bit more aggressive with certain things. But there's a lot of times where I'll go to try and attack people, but I'll keep missing them and my shots will go all over the place. And so I'd read online that if you lower your sensitivity a little bit, sometimes your sensitivity is just a little bit too fast. Oh, we got a little chicken. Hey there, little guy. So that's something I'm going to be playing around with for the next little bit. If there's any PvP masters in the chat, I require your assistance on that kind of stuff. Because I need to get better so I can crush Sir Duku. That's the only goal in life, is to defeat Sir Duku. And I have yet to be able to pull it off. Now, I don't really have a big plan for how we're going to be doing our chicken farm. But I do know that I would like to make a great farm. Lower sensitivity equals more accuracy, less speed. Higher is the opposite. More accuracy, less speed. Interesting. Farming go buh. Hey, I don't know how to say the name. Just chilling. Hey, just chilling. We'll go with that for now. All right. We're gonna take some shafts and some belts. Probably don't need the chest or the barrel, but we got those. We got windmill bearings and sails. Just a snack. What's a snack? Is it like a snake thing? Yes? Oh, perfect. Okay. Excuse me. We are probably going to need some deployers. Oh, we already had some of those. Can we do anything with mechanical saws and chicken meat? Raw chicken can go into the shapeless crafting. It can be smoked as well. Raw chicken will get us blood. Interesting. Okay, possibly get us blood. You've been thinking you could do a thing where some adult chickens constantly get bred and the babies get pushed through a half slab hole. Oh, did baby chickens fit through those? Interesting. Because I know we could dangle... Is blood smeltery on? I know you can get blood in the smeltery. There was a chicken that's able to survive a month without its head. Was that the thing where they hooked it up to the machines and they pumped the stuff through it? You're almost certainly they do? Ooh. That'll be interesting to play around with. Also, let's sleep. So... one of the ideas that I had is we could, because I'm pretty sure we could tie two of the adult chickens up to this and then not like dangle them, but like we could hold them in place if we have this thing high enough up so it holds them in the spot that we want, and then we could constantly breed them together, and then they could make the little baby chickens that come out, and then because the little baby chickens are a little bit, we could just have them like a little bit higher up than a conveyor belt, so they go into the conveyor belt and then it moves them off into the next area. The only thing is, I don't know if there's a way that we can have the create mod detect if it's a baby chicken or if it's an adult chicken. That's the only thing. Well, not really. The chicken's brain isn't necessarily in its head? What? What? Really? I gotta check that out. I gotta look that up on stream now. That's cool. What is my favorite game? Oh god, I don't know. I genuinely don't know if that's something I'll be able to answer, just because there's so many games, and I have a hard time picking favorites for things. What color tree did we decide we were gonna do a bunch of the basic setup for the farm? I think we're just gonna do dark oak for now. All right, we gotta, okay. I think how we gotta do this is since we don't really have a big plan for the tree farm, we gotta pick a starting point. And just kind of go from there. Captain Kraft, do you think the baby chickens move through half slabs? Oh, we've got 2 people saying that now, so it's gotta be, okay, cool. So that's, oh, that's interesting. Okay. Do they have to, I guess we can test, I think I have iron. I don't have water on me right now. I wonder if we can have a thing of water push them through, or if they just have to walk through themselves. Okay. So we do know that one of the big things that we're looking to get out of this are eggs. We need eggs as a part of the recipe for blaze cakes. Because we have to use the egg, sugar, and cinder flour to make the blaze cake base. That's one of the big reasons why we're going through and doing all this. Fans! Oh my god, I forgot we can use fans. I think if you have a fan pushing them and the adult's on a chute, then you can get the eggs and the babies. Dude, Pont, you're a genius. Okay, all right, let's try this out. We gotta get some iron because we need to make a bucket. Because we need water. Better yet, we're gonna go get a second bucket, and we're just gonna bring a water source up top. You checked most of the brain of the chicken is in the back of its head. It's just weird hearing most. Imagine if chickens are far more intelligent than we are, but we just don't even know it. And chickens are so intelligent that they can split their brain and move it throughout different parts of their body. You guys ever see animes where there's some guy who's like, where there's just some, there's some villain that they're trying to defeat, and it's got some sort of ridiculous power, and they try to kill it, and they can't because they got to defeat its core, but then it's moving its core throughout its body. What if that's just the chicken? What if chickens can just do that with their brains? Your idea didn't show. Yeah, Donut, sometimes there's things that happen. I have the chat show up top because for some reason sometimes messages don't get sent through. So if you see your message not go through, just resend it. That's really the only thing that we can do. Imagine that was a spider. Oh god, imagine if spiders could do that too. Okay. For now, we're gonna put our water source here. A stack. Sigma's looking for a stack of copper. You wouldn't be able to kill it? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like spiders are small enough that it doesn't matter where the spider hides its brain. As long as you step on it, you're good. But I guess bigger spiders would be terrifying. Did you guys see the picture of the bat? I think it's like a fruit bat kind of thing, but it's the size of a small child. My God, that thing was terrifying. When I first saw it, it was on... I didn't think it was real because... Sometimes you'll be reading an article online and you'll get to the bottom of the article, and that's where it gets into like the stupid stuff where there's like 30 articles and it's all things like turns out children can grow wings if you feed them this supplement, or it's like, did you know that there's 12 people that learned how to fly to space on their own? And then it's just like all these ridiculous kinds of things. And yeah, at first I saw it there, so then I started looking at pictures of human-sized bats, and there is a type of bat. It's friendly to people. It doesn't harm them. But yeah, it's like the size of a small child. I think it can grow up to 2 to 3 feet or something like that. It's crazy. Your idea was to hang adult chickens, then breed them, then baby chickens will fall to the ground and die. But if we kill the baby chickens, we don't get anything out of them, Donut. Yeah, there's a colony of them that occasionally you best not. Wait, there's the bats are near your place, Pont? Oh my god, it's one of the slimes that has the goggles on it. Dude, I think that's actually really rare. It'd be a shame to murder him. So we won't. We'll let him live his goggly life. All right. So oh, I didn't grab any of the tools that we needed to be able to do this. Look at that, they're giving me eggs already. It's the spend slime. Oh. Keep it as a pet? Well, the only thing is, it's really, like, it will hurt me, right? And it does a decent amount of damage, too. We could... And we don't, we don't have name tags, so we wouldn't be able to anyways. It'll just disappear on us. Unless, can I put a lead on those? I don't know if I have an extra lead. Let's go find out. We used to have a ton of them sitting around in the train here. Still do. See if we can put a lead on it. I don't think we can. No, we can't lead them. Could we make it smaller? We could make it smaller, but it will just despawn. Does it keep the goggles? One of them kept the goggles! All right. Because they'll still hurt me, right? Oh, it doesn't hurt me anymore. Perfect. All right. He can chill out here. I'll kill all of its family. Oh, it still can hurt me. Come on, keep one of the goggles. Yeah, one of them kept the goggles! Here he is. Now can we put a lead on him? No. Shoot. Am I sure I don't have a name tag? Pretty sure I don't have one. Do I have glass on me? We can make a little box for it. I don't. What do we do with it? It is going to despawn, which is unfortunate. I guess we'll just let it live its life for now. You just enjoy being you, all right, bud? Oh, I forgot to grab all the stuff that we originally came back for. All right. Oh, a boat! I don't know if slimes can go in boats, but we're about to find out. We're about to find out. Come here, little guy. Hey. Come and attack me. Come on. There you go. Just another little hop. Come on, you can do it. Come on, little guy. Come on. Yeah, there you go. I think we gotta, like, bump it up against him. Right, because the animal will just get into it, right? I don't think he's gonna do it. The slime's first steps. Oh, he did! Ah, we got him! Ah, that was a victory. Nicely done with the boat suggestion. Ah, we got our mini-me! Oh, I love it. Okay. We caught the slime. I didn't even know slimes could go in boats, so that was a victory in a few different ways here. All right. I need a fan. And we need some chutes. Maybe a smart chute. We'll take the vertical gearboxes as well, because those are nice. We want the speed controller. We need a water wheel. Maybe 6. Need a fan? I feel like Sigma's going for a funny joke here. Oh, yeah, Sigma's going for the joke. Chickens can see more color than humans, while the human eye contains cones that are sensitive wavelengths of red, blue. Chickens have an additional cone that can see violet wavelengths. Ah, dude, that's so cool. Nice time hitting 2K, by the way. Ah, thanks, Sigma. Yeah, it was pretty satisfying. I was rather pleased with it. Okay. What's next? Fan, speed control. Oh, we need gears. Cogs. That's what they're called, cogs. Large cog wheel. We'll take 5 of those. Do we have a bunch of small ones? Hoping we do. I might have accidentally taken them out and brought them somewhere else, but we can just craft more of them. That's the chicken fact of the day. Well, it's good to know. What if chickens... Oh, we have more leads. We have 5 here, or yeah, 5 here and 4 over in the other chest now. What if... Right? Hear me out. What if chickens can see more than they lead on for us to believe? What if they're the true masterminds behind everything? What if it's not the Illuminati? What if it's the chickens? Casper would seem to believe so. Remember, Casper came to us and said, the chickens, they're the eyes and the ears of the organization. There is not a farmable way to get zinc, unfortunately. You're calling it now chickens are evil. So we're gonna make some cogs, which is fine. If I do... Here's what I love. We'll slap cog wheels in there. We'll slap shafts in there. And planks in there. Because I wonder if I could just do any kinds of planks. No. Okay, so we gotta do dark oak. This is so cool. If you guys haven't messed around with the blueprints from the crate mod, you really should. Because you can just make stuff like that. Just right-clicking on it. It is so sweet. Chickens. Oh, I got oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Chickens are evil. That's what you use them for? That's amazing. Yeah, and you can do any recipes. It doesn't have to be crate mod ones as well. The only problem with the blueprints is blueprints can't be moved. So as soon as we go and assemble the train here back into a train, all of these will pop off of the wall. Which is unfortunate, but sometimes I guess that's just the way it goes, right? Okay. So our chicken farm is gonna start here. I think we're gonna have everything move this direction here. You thought they were just showing recipes? No, 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 no. Even better, you can use them to make recipes. Dude, what do you want? Wow. Wow, we got ourselves a bully cow right now, pushing us around. How dare. So helpful, thank you. Yeah, anytime, Captain Craft. When I found that out a little while ago by accident. I made him because I was trying to put some stuff in it because I thought it would look cool for one of my YouTube videos. And then I ended up accidentally crafting a bunch of stuff and it became incredible. Why aren't these connecting together? There we go. I feel like this is going to be bigger than what we need, so we'll leave it at that. Even the chickens are pushing us around now. Maybe they know what we're doing. Okay. So my thoughts... Do we keep them all in the same spots? Or do we do like a 3x3 area, make it bigger? I'm not sure. The cows have some fear in them. They're becoming self-aware. That's either a good thing or terribly terrible. The axe causes it. It's the axe body spray. That's what it is. In the past, it was the chemicals. Do you guys remember all the stupid memes? And there was a period of time where people were saying that the chemicals in the water were turning the frogs gay, which is just ridiculously stupid. But now the Axe body spray is turning the cows self-aware. That's what we got to watch out for next. I'm gonna grab more shoots. Yeah, when I was growing up, that was one of the things we heard a bunch on the news. It was really stupid. You remember that meme? The worst part too is it didn't start out as a meme. It started out on the real news. As if it was some sort of terrible thing that was happening. Dude, cows can see almost all the way around? Oh god. That would make it even worse if you're self-aware. Because the not on oh my god. Oh god. Have you guys ever looked at the eyes on the chickens in Minecraft and just thought they look weird? I've never realized though. I think it's like I've always just seen the black dots as their eyes. But I think there's the white parts in the middle. It's the same thing with the chickens where their eyes are also cross-eyed. With the cows, I think it's fine because they've got the space in between. But with the chickens, I can't unsee the whites of the eyes in the middle now. And it's just like I'm looking into it's like I'm looking into the soul of the chicken. A donkey can see all 4 of its feet at the same time. I find, of all of the facts we've heard here today, I find that one the hardest to believe. How does a donkey see its feet all the time? Do we want to do... No, we don't want to do it like this, because then we need 3 fans, versus only needing 1 fan. So we're going to go back to the 1 shoot method. You need to be 30 degrees width to sneak up on a cow. Oh man, so all the people that have tipped cows over in their life, it's even worse then, because the cows probably always saw it coming. Oh my god, imagine being that cow then. Right, you're sitting in the field with your other cow buddies, and you guys are oh, there's another one over there with the goggles, and you're looking around, and you're like, hey, you guys see those dumb kids sneaking up on us? What a bunch of idiots. They don't know how to sneak up on us at all. What are these turds gonna do? And then they tip you over, so then I think that'd be even more depressing. Right, because then you'd be like, oh my god, I saw them coming from a mile away, and now I'm the idiot. Usually if you surprise a cow, you'll get kicked. Oh, man. I believe the thing about frogs with rib cages. I would believe that. Where'd my fan go? Right in front of me. So the idea here... Eventually we'll come back and we'll do this with glass so that it looks a little nicer. And we can actually see what's going on in there. But now... The only problem is how many chickens do we want on this, right? Probably a bunch. I really wish there was a way to count the amount of chickens that were sitting on this. Okay. So for now, let's put this here. We'll get our beautiful ladder to climb up this. How many do you think I can have without lag? Well, I'm hoping a bunch. That's the dream. Cows can smell things up to 6 miles away? Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. All right. Now we've got... Oh, wait. We got to block this off in the beginning, don't we? I'm gonna leave you guys on those leads for now. We got 4 eggs. Oh, wait, we gotta make this thing taller so they can't climb out. We'll make it even more depressing for them so that they could almost climb out, but the slab just makes it so they can't, right? We didn't get a chicken. We might just pull them up with leads. Maybe that's going to be the easier way to do this. You can have up to 24 before you get into entity cramming. I thought we should be fine with 24. I don't think we'll put up exactly that many. Wait. What if we set up... Hear me out. What if we set up a 3x3 spot, like I was going to do originally? And then we find a way... So my thought is we do 3x3. We have a larger area. We can hold more of them here. And then we have a setup that when we need the meat from chickens, then the fans activate. And so the fans aren't running the whole time. So we can have a bigger area and we can produce more of these if we want them. I think that's what we're going to do. Unless we'll give it a shot. Because eggs are the most important thing that we want to get out of this whole thing right now. Fix my beautiful staircase. And so now we go. Oh, now we gotta grab more fans. That's fine. That's fine. Because even if we don't get the meat from chickens right now, that's okay. Unless maybe we have 2 separate farms. Maybe we have one that gets us eggs and one that gets us meat. But we just kind of have them in the same area. That way we can optimize both, right? Because both farms would technically be something a little bit different. Sweet, 1, 2, 3. But we have this other one set up so that it can remove the baby chickens later if we want to. I think that's going to be our best bet for this. Oh, excuse me. So... this is going to become fans. I wonder if there's a way to make it so I can get out here. Or I can have slabs around the top, but still get out without the chickens being able to do anything about it. What kind of mobs do we have installed here? We have the create mod and a bunch of its little, not a bunch, but a few of its additions. We also have Pam's Harvest Craft. We can now talk about the fact that we have Ars Novo, but that's technically only Casper is allowed to use it in the server. Oh, a jump boost beacon. Oh, something like that would work good. So, you guys. I originally wanted to keep them separate because they were going to be the first chickens, but I think we'll just call them the originals and say that's good enough, right? Come on, guys. We're going up top. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there we go. And I'll pick those up later. Test subjects 1 and 2. Exactly. Now we just need lots of seeds. But I realized we don't have that. These guys are like, oh, excuse me, sir. What do I have? Oh, with the spots on the front of their it's not a beak, whatever you call it. When they tilt their head up the right way, you can see them just underneath the eyes. It looks like a massive bags under them. All right. I mean, you could argue that technically our egg farm is done. It's just very inefficient. Very incredibly inefficient. So now I need seeds. We're gonna make our first baby. Although I kind of, oh wait, I don't even have name tags. If I had name tags, we would call them subject 1 and 2. Just so that they were always labeled that way. They have massive bags under their eyes, they're just like you. Is the Aether mod really the oldest one? I had no idea. I knew it had been around for a long time. Dude, really? You're not gonna give me any seeds? Can we feed them any seeds we want? Come on, I just need one more, because I don't know if I can feed them any seeds that I want. I wonder if the bushes just don't give us stuff. This is embarrassing. Oh, come on. Come on! I just need one more, please, Minecraft. One more seeds. We got another cast of a one. I don't know if we can do anything with that, though. There we go. All right. Our first baby chicken. Well, I mean, not the first one, but... Actually, I think this is going to be the first baby chicken I've gotten through breeding. We might even get the birds and the... we might just get birds and the bees. I don't remember if I've gotten that yet. Or the parrots and the bats, I should say. If I were to have a thing added to the create mod, what would it be? Oh man, genuinely, I don't know. There's so many amazing things in it already. They've already added airships in, or airships are coming out in another mod, which is awesome. I don't know. Baby test subject 12. You know, in my mind, as soon as we got to this part, the whole thing would be perfect and great, and we wouldn't have to worry about anything. But I guess there's still a lot of work to do with that. But the next... This doesn't feel right. This was supposed to be like a big factory looking kind of thing. Hey, Nakab, welcome. How you doing? All right. White sails, windmill bearing. How do we want to do this? I still want to incorporate... I want to create this in a way where it feels like a create mod chicken factory. And right now, it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like we're capturing and abusing these chickens, which essentially is true, right? You guys are going to be living a miserable life for the rest of your lives. You're going to be popping out eggs, and then you're never going to see the eggs again. Not that you guys do anything with the eggs when you pop them out in regular walking around anyways, but yeah. Oh, I was going to check to see if we can feed them cassava seeds. We cannot. It has to be regular seeds. All right. That is fine. Wait, loading a GTA 5 LS PDFR mod? What the heck is that? Okay, one of the things I want to find out, what all can we do with eggs? Eggs actually have a fair amount of recipes. They get compacted into that. You can make marshmallows! And cake preparation, we knew about that. matter. I think it's all just food, isn't it? You can have a big room where the chickens live, but every 5 minutes fans turn on and move the eggs on the ground to a holding facility. Well, we could do something like that. Because I think I would prefer something over this. My original thought was we were going to have a setup where chickens just could kind of like roam around and they would pop out eggs and they would then get moved to conveyor belts somehow. It's a mod that makes you a cop? Oh, dude, that's awesome. Marshmallow without bones? Is that how you make do you actually make marshmallows with bones? Is that legitimately how they're made? Because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to make the most efficient thing. I'm trying to make something that looks cool, but also kind of works. Yeah, it's Dead Mouse and Notch, isn't it? Because Notch, when you kill him, drops the apple. Do sticks count as bones for a marshmallow? Sure, I don't see why not. Technically, it's a specific part of the bones. Weird. Hello, little guy. Okay. We're gonna change this. We're gonna change this. So I want to do a barn-looking kind of thing. Do we have a bunch of? Let's grab a stack of dirt as well. Same with making gelatin, gelatin. Oh man. All right, give me a stack of. What was that? Oh, that's our portable reconnaissance minivan. I forgot about that. What would be the process of making an AFK andesite farm? It's actually pretty simple. Are you talking about like andesite itself or the alloy? Because andesite, you can do it right here, where you just make a lava generator with with the stalagmites. So it's like you put lava on a top of a block, and then you put a stalactite or stalagmite, I can't remember what it's called, underneath that block, and it'll slowly drip lava into a cauldron. And then you pump that out through the Create Mods pump into a second cauldron that has the stamper above it, and then you just have a cobblestone generator that gets crushed into gravel, and then I think flint, you just wash the gravel, and then that all just gets pumped into the same thing. So my description's not perfect, but that's basically the step for it. Have I seen the diorite method? The diorite method's fairly similar. It's just that nether quartz can be a little bit more annoying to set up because then you have to crush the gravel one extra step, which takes a lot of processing power. If you're early on in the game, you might not be able to keep up with the speed. So doing it the diorite method is slower. Unless you've got like a super massive setup, and then it's just a breeze. But yeah, there are some mods that if you have a mod in place that lets you convert or create diorite easier, then it's not so bad. But the big thing for it is just the quartz. If there's a mod you have in place that skips the step of the quartz, then 100% that is, I think, the way to do it. Which I didn't realize that you could mix diorite and cobblestone to get andesite. I didn't know that was a vanilla thing. So I came back here for dirt, right? We should have. I think we kept a bunch of it when we were digging stuff out. Maybe I'm wrong. We might have tossed it all on the ground, actually, now that I'm looking. Oh, here we go. I know I set up a way to, what is it? In Stone Block 3, I ended up making a farm for andesite using diorite. Because it was super easy to just generate diorite. But in this one, I think it's a lot easier. To get andesite alloy? Yeah, so it's basically the same thing. You just have the iron nuggets. I think iron nuggets you get by washing Yeah, by washing gravel, you get flint and iron nuggets. So in the same process of getting the flint for making diorite, you also get most of the iron nuggets that you need as well. It ends up working out really nicely that way. So while you're making the first farm to get the andesite, you're also basically making the next farm. Or sorry, while you're making the farm to get the andesite, you're basically making the resources that you need for the other stuff. Dude, I don't want to punch you out of the way. Okay, so what I'm thinking... Wait. We're gonna need a bunch of glass for this, but I have a different idea for the farm. It might be kind of neat to do something where... I gotta grab some more dirt for this. Where we have a bunch of different... I was thinking maybe we have like a bunch of different little basically cubes, little stalls that we have all these different chickens in, and they're all sitting above chutes, and then we have the conveyor belt that runs underneath it, and then coming into it, I think it would be a lot more visually satisfying to look at. Although a lot of people might be like, Spencer, you're basically recreating the inhumane way that we treat chickens currently. And to that I say, my bad. I think maybe we're gonna do something more like that. Because I really do want to come into this and see it all as if it's a factory, right? Plus, no, I think that's what we're gonna do. At least we'll give it a shot. We'll see if we like it, and we can always redo it later. But I think we're gonna do something like that. Can't be rich without a little bit of evilness. You know, that is one way of looking at it. I always tell everybody, it's like, no, we're not evil in the sense that we're trying to be cruel and hurt and harm people. We're just doing it because the world is sick and we need to take it over to make it a better place, right? But then there's times where this comes in, and then we have the easy excuse of being like, no, we're villains, it's fine, it's what we do. But then it's like, does that erase all of the other stuff that's usually said, where it's like, hey, you know, we're not actually villains, we're just trying to help the world? Because then, you know, it's like a complicated position we find ourselves in. Okay. So we're gonna make our barn thing here now. I guess most of this dirt can be removed because it's going to be a different floor, isn't it? What else do we have for blocks? All right, let's see if we have any other cosmetic blocks on us. I don't think we do. We might have a bunch of cobblestone. I don't feel like smelting it. Or setting up the auto furnace thing for it. We do have netherrack, but I don't think the chickens would appreciate the netherrack. Oh, we have some polished granite on us. Not enough. But enough to get things... Oh, we have andesite casing as well. Cool. We got some blocks we can use for this. I do really like how the andesite casing matches how when you place it down, it all connects together. It's very satisfying. We also have some stone. Perfect. We'll figure out something with andesite casing, polished granite, and bricks. Is it granite or granite? Or is granite and granite? That's got to be granite, right? That's got to be what it is. Finish some schoolwork and watch the spider catch a fly. Did you miss anything? Not so much. You know, just the usual world domination kind of stuff. It's both. But Captain Kraft thinks it's the second one. Oh, I see. Do I have a shovel? It's two different pronunciations. It's like tomato or tomato. Oh, kind of like how we've got potato or potato. Cool. That one drives people nuts. I do have a lavium ingot. But I think that's, yeah, that's for repairing the Exchangeinator. I heard that. That's my egg now. Oh, I do have my shovel! Thank you, thank you! Goodbye, slime balls. You also forget to make a shovel all the time? You made too much, Sigma. You got... Oh, man, that's hilarious. Well, we have... I ordered a shovel from one of the members on the server, but he hasn't made it yet. Alright. Oh, this is so much nicer. So much nicer. You never make one until you realize you need one? That is fair. Shovels are usually something I make fairly early on because I love digging. It's just, it's very satisfying. Look at this. We ended up making it perfectly. Oh, that's so satisfying. The 3x3 shovel digs everything out exactly how we want it. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. Ah, crap. We weren't completely. That's okay. Our axe digs pretty quick. Satisfaction. Yeah. That's okay. We'll pretend that it did it properly. Because that's how we do things here. So what I'm thinking, we'll do granite along the outside. That'll be our outline. I don't like that, actually. We're gonna make our walking paths will be granite. That's what we're gonna do. Anywhere where we physically move one leg after the other. That'll be these. So for the time being, let's do this. Engine move. From 1 to 10, how good is your building skills? Oh, genuinely, I don't know. I haven't done tons of building. I'd give it like a 6, maybe. I'd give it a 6. You love my building style? Ah, thanks, Mr. Pickle. Because most of the time I've spent in Minecraft has been just kind of messing around and playing around with things. You guys are too kind. 8 out of 10s, 9s out of 10s. So I've only recently started doing stuff with builds. Usually my problem is I don't usually finish what I'm building. That's where a lot of my stuff falls apart. Because I'll start working on something and then I'll be like, oh man, I want this other resource for this build. So then I'll go and I'll start making that resource, but then I won't. It'll require some other fancy builds, and then we just get like a whole bunch of just half-finished kinds of things. I'm also the kind of person where I like to basically I block it in. Oh, excuse me. And then come back later and clean it up. Because I like to make sure it functions the way that I want it to first. Alright, so now we're going to have a conveyor belt. Wait, actually, here, wait, hold on. If we're going to do a separate little box for each of these chickens, we got to make sure that this is going to fit first. So the conveyor belt's going to run along the bottom level, I think. I think you use a consistent color palette is amazing. Your style is very industrial and satisfying in a way that you struggle to build. Oh, well, thanks. What is the greatest build you've ever created? It would have to be... I don't know, actually. Because most of my builds, I'll start them, and then I'll start adding stuff on, and none of them have ever really were never intended to be builds. But probably the factory that I had in season for using immersive engineering. I had like this underground facility. It felt very kind of modern with like a little bit of like high-tech stuff added into it. But it's never been anything... No, I've never really approached anything before as like as a build, so I've never really thought about it. I feel like Grand Kaz Ministries is going to be one of the best builds I've ever done, but we still haven't finished it yet. Because I'm currently in the process of moving a bunch of... I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the TikToker short. I'm in the process of moving the factory so that I can go and clean up the underside and then make it hopefully look nice. All right. So how this is going to work is we're going to have... Let's mark our chickens with polished granite for now. And I guess we can just put a pretend belt underneath so that it looks okay. What can I toss on the ground? I don't want to toss the eggs. Well, whatever. We're going to generate those. Okay. So if our conveyor belt runs underneath this way, there's the belts. So yeah, if this is our conveyor belts, we're also going to move our bed up here so we don't have to keep running back all the way over here every time we need to sleep. I'm going to do that now before I forget, because I will forget. But I need to toss something. We'll put something in the chest down here. Sounds like a lot of work. Well, I mean, thankfully it's become more efficient. The whole factory. Oh, actually, let's put the bucket of water. Oh. Yeah, so Grand Kaz Ministries has become more efficient, so I can't complain too much. But it is taking a bit to move all the stuff. What's my record for the most diamonds collected? Oh god, it's probably not that much. I've never really counted or thought about it. I know there was a long time ago, I was on an SMP called the Outset SMP. And that was probably the one I collected the most resources on because I was trying to be richer than all the other people in the server. And I ended up becoming richer. I think we did like there was a Christmas thing that we did where everybody gave everybody Christmas gifts. And there was myself and I think 5 or 6 other people on the server. And I gave everyone like a couple netherite ingots. That was the most satisfying thing I'd ever done. Okay. So what I'm thinking... Why? Here, let's remove the bottom of these, because this thing's going to move. I want to have it so that we've got... Oh, actually, we could just mark it with chutes. Okay. So we're going to have a chicken here. Like, every second spot is going to be a chicken. And then what I'm actually thinking now is... Oh, another neat trick. If you guys have a shaft in the offhand and the wrench in the other hand, and you right-click, it separates the stuff for you, which is very nice. This. Actually, if we do it this way, we can have multiple chickens per spot. So far, you've collected almost 2 stacks this morning. But you haven't checked the tunnel bore yet? Oh, dude, that's awesome. Oh, if we're talking about diamonds in the create mod, dude, I have no idea. I just have everything that flows into chests, so I don't even know. You're learning so much right now? There's so many little things you can do with the create mod that are just so cool. So then this goes here. So this is how we're going to have our chickens lay out in this. Wait, they can't go on here. This has got to change. Autocorrect is crazy. Autocorrect can really mess with things sometimes. Go. I guess we can offset them, right? That might look kind of cool. You know what? We're going to move these as well. Because then we can have a chicken there as well. And then... because the way we're going to do this is we're going to have blocks around all of this. Oh, okay, we got two choices here, actually, that I'm thinking through right now. One of them is we do the zigzag thing that goes along and eventually makes it to the end. And then we have a way that we can walk through underneath, but then also above. Or we do something where all of these just run across. And then we... because if we have our conveyor start here and come down this way and end here, and each of them just runs straight across, it's going to be a little bit more efficient. We're not going to have eggs building up as much. But at the same time, I don't think eggs are going to build up enough that it's going to be an issue. I think it'll just look cooler as it all flows along the conveyor line this way. But it would still be more efficient if all of these... right, okay, you know what? We're going to change this again. We're going to have all of them run straight down this way. Yeah, I think I'm going to regret it if I don't do it this way. How are we going to power all the conveyor belts? So powering conveyor belts is actually really simple because conveyor belts don't require any sort of, or they don't use up any energy. So you can have a conveyor belt attached to a single water wheel and have, yeah, so you can go from a water wheel to a speed controller and have the speed controller at max, attach it to belts, and it won't matter. It's once you attach other machinery in, and then to power them, all we have to do is we just connect them all together basically like this. And then they're all connected, both the same power, and then they all run. And then we got nothing to worry about. Then we just gotta break every second one. Oh wait, no, some of these go side by side. Shoot. Right? So we're gonna go... here, let's connect this back up this way. So how we're doing this is this... oh no, they don't go side by side. We still break them up. No, I was doing this right. How would I have done it if the belts were zigzag? So with zigzag belts, it's actually, there's a really simple way to do it with gearboxes. So if I have... so if I have these belts coming this way, and I needed to have these belts connect to each other, all I have to do is throw down 2 gearboxes and stick this in here. And then this will power them, this will move the next one the same direction. Yeah, it works every time. The other option you could do is, if you're not able to set it up that way, is you can have a gearbox here, or connect like this, and it'll keep the zigzag going. So these are usually, I always try to go this way with the 2 gearboxes in the middle. But if I can't get the gearboxes in the spot there because of other machinery or other stuff, I can do it this way. Those are the easiest ways that I've found for keeping the zigzag going. And yeah, with gearboxes, the great thing about belts and gearboxes is they add no power to it. So it doesn't matter how much or little power you have in your system, The belts will always be able to move. You'll always be able to add gearboxes, and it'll pretty much never be an issue. Okay. I'm kind of rethinking this again. Because if we combine... If we do this... Back from your mining journey, you have 2.5 stacks of diamonds. Nice. We could alternate, right? And then we could get more of the stuff coming in. Wait, I need... Oh, wait, I'm doing this wrong. So, I want to have a walkway that we can come down. Because it would be kind of nice... Wait, if I have... Something we got to test quickly. If I have a carpet over top of a chute, does that stop items from going through the chute? We got to find that out right now. Because we might... Because we can make this in a way where it looks like it's a comfortable home for the chickens as well. And that's what I would like to do if possible. So let's find out. I need to get rid of some of the stuff in my inventory. Because I think we just need 2 wool to make a carpet, right? I don't remember how it works for that. Perfect. So we're going to put the chute down, the carpet on top. Oh, cool. So chutes can still pull through carpets. I wonder if they can pull through slabs as well. Something I haven't tested. Because carpets might work just because of how thin they are, but I wonder if a half block works too. Because I know if I have a full block, it won't do it. Oh, wait, I had an item in there. I know it won't work if it's full block anyways. Oh, no, wait, no, slabs don't work because I've used slabs to block off chutes before. Never mind. No, I know that doesn't work. What is my favorite game outside of Minecraft? I don't genuinely know. Yeah, that's a tough one. For the longest while here, I've really only played Minecraft. I've been playing a lot of SnowRunner. For those that don't know what SnowRunner is, it's basically a off-road transport simulator kind of thing. Where you run around this open world transporting resources. Oh wait, no, this one worked where it was. What am I doing? Yeah, where you transport resources to make money, and sometimes you're moving resources around to build different things. But I really love simulation games. Simulation crafting ones are my favorite. To be fair, Minecraft is one of those games that can be played indefinitely. I agree. Okay, so I had this set up. Okay. So the idea is each chicken's gonna have its own little spot. We'll do another row up here so we can see how this is gonna look. We're gonna block in one little spot here first. I know my first answer, whenever someone asks what my favorite game is, one of my first answers is always, oh, the original Guild Wars, which was one of the first MMOs I ever played, and I absolutely adore that. So we could have little spots for all of the chickens. We could do different colored carpets for them too. But I don't know if I like that. Right? The thought was we would put another one of these out this way, and then a glass block here, and we would have like this blocked in like this as well. You've never really been able to get into MMOs? Oh, I love MMOs because I love exploring in video games. That's basically what it is for me. So this is the thought, right? We've got a bunch of those spots with the glass here, and then we would have, I guess the floor would be raised, and this would be our walking level so we can come through and see all the chickens. I think this is what I kind of want to do. If anybody has any other suggestions or ideas on how we can make this look really cool, though, please let me know. Your top 3 are both Subnautica, and the game calls Terratech and Teardown. Interesting. I don't know if I've heard of Teardown. Oh, no, wait. Teardown's the pixel one, isn't it? And it's all like voxel cube kind of things, right? Oh, yeah, no. Sarah, I know what Teardown is. I think I looked at Terratech last time. I think we talked about this. Oh, Terratech. Is Terratech the one where you build the different bots and like you make all your own custom robots? And then some of them can fly, some of them hover, some of them drive around? Talked about it in Thursday's stream? I'm pretty sure I've played that before. Yeah. Oh, dude, that game is so good. So this is kind of what I'm thinking is we're going to do that. And then we'll have a 2-way walkway. And our next row will go in through here. That means this needs to extend out one. Where did it go? 1, 2, 3. You highly recommend all 3 of them? Yeah. And then this goes here. So then this is going to go here, which means we're going to need chutes located on these spots. Oh, I don't know if I like this. I haven't decided yet. But I feel like we're definitely getting closer to kind of how I envisioned the factory to originally be. Because I definitely want... Oh, oops. I definitely want a space between each thing. So that we can have walls behind and each chicken has its own little spot. RimWorld, Dark Souls, and Conan Exiles. I've seen a bunch of Conan Exiles played, and it looks really cool. But, oh man, Dark Souls. I played the original Dark Souls for only a few minutes. I can't count the amount of times I've told this. Dude, what is up with you guys? Look at it, they push me. I turn around and I see them, and then they walk off casually as if nothing happened. How dare they? But yeah, I played Dark Souls for like maybe 15 minutes. I got lost, finally figured out where I was supposed to be going. And then turns out I had no idea where I was going because I wandered around into a spot where there was a group of skeletons. They murdered me. And then I respawned all the way back at the very top of the whole place. And I was like, if that's what the game's going to be like in the first couple minutes, I am not doing this. Code has a really fun build system and enjoyable world lore. Yeah, there's a few people that I saw when I used to stream on Twitch. I'd occasionally go and raid people that were playing the game so I could go and check out stuff with it, and just the stuff that people were building and going through the process, and like the big massive worlds that they had. It was so cool. I think somehow, I don't know how we pulled this off, chat. But it was the perfect width for the design here. Oh, did you guys see there was a YouTube short I caught glimpse of where Wilbur Soot was in concert playing music. And they finish the song, and then he goes to the microphone and he goes to talk to the audience, and he calls the audience chat. That was too funny. I couldn't believe that. The best one to start with would be Dark Souls 3, as it's the most forgiving of them all. Either that or Elden Ring. I definitely am gonna be giving Elden Ring a try. We got my dad's God of War Ragnarok for Christmas / his birthday. I don't remember which one. His birthdays and Christmas are pretty much right beside each other. And I've been, every once in a while, I'll help him beat a boss in it, and it's got me hooked on it, and I want to play the game so badly. Do you guys think this is going to be enough, or are we going to want to make this bigger? I feel like the chicken farm's going to need to be bigger. Grounded, Astroneer, Hydroneer, BTD 6. Is that Balloon's tower defense? Oh, Grounded is so cool. So me and my friend Peaches actually played through a bunch of Astroneer. And then we started a playthrough of Grounded. Because he has a YouTube channel that he was going to upload some stuff to. I don't think he ever turned the Grounded recording into a YouTube video. But yeah, we were playing some of Grounded. Grounded is really cool. That's a game I want to go back through and finish one of these days. And then I actually, from the talk that we had on Hydroneer, I re-downloaded it last night, and I played it for about an hour. So I was getting back into that. And yeah, the NPCs are kind of cool. I couldn't figure out how to start the farming stuff though. I kept walking around, and I was given a bunch of scrolls where people were like, "I would like some tomatoes, please, or soup," and I had no idea how to get them their tomatoes or their soup. Grounded is pretty grinding, but it's fun. I really love the just being tiny in the world of Grounded. I had a lot of fun just running around and killing the ants. That's something I'm definitely gonna go back and play through. Although I keep saying that about all these different games, but then all I do is just sit around and play Minecraft, so who knows? There's another villager that sells tomato seeds. Oh, interesting. Hey, Melty, welcome, welcome. You'll make a video showing me how to do the quest if you want. Are you talking about the things in Grounded? Oh, for Hydroneer. Oh, I mean, you're more than welcome to. But if it's just a guy I gotta talk to, it shouldn't be too complicated. Hello, Melty. We're building a chicken farm. Totally one that we're definitely taking all of the rights of the chickens into account. 100% totally doing that. 100% doing that. An Enderman placed a block inside Epsy's cow fence, causing all the cows to jump out using the block. Oh no! Also, chat, I don't know what I gotta figure out something different. And I have never been able to figure out how I want to do it. But with the face cam. Because I'd love to have it not in the way where it blocks chat. But I like having it down here. And I haven't found anything in Minecraft that lets me move the chat's position. So one of these days, hopefully, we'll figure something out for that. It's unfortunately morning. Melty, are you not a morning person? I've never been able to decide if I am or not. My whole life I've worked early mornings. Look at that, we're already getting some eggs. You like to sleep until 2 p.m.? That's fair. Oh, Melty, do you want to see our new friend? We don't have an exact name set up decided for him yet, but right now I'm calling him Mini-Me. Look at the little goggled slime guy. He's our friend. Which is iconic because you stream at 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's fair. You do stream on a on a time frame that doesn't fit with with how you like to sleep, I guess. What are we gonna do? I think. I think the backgrounds for all these chickens are gonna change, and we're gonna do the logs. We gotta get glass. I know I have a factory that does glass, but I don't remember which factory it is. I know we don't make glass at Grand Chasm Industries. We make it somewhere else. So we're not gonna be able to move the chickens into their appropriate spots yet. But basically, that's... I think this is how we're gonna do the farm. We might even extend it even more. And have a second section. Wait, why does Sigma have baby-sized adult chickens? I don't understand what's going on there. You spent all night talking to... Yeah, well, yeah, Melty, we ended up finishing up our call for some Neverbound stuff. And then I ended up... Yeah, because I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to bed. You're like, yeah, I should probably shut things down, too. And then I ended up playing Hydroneer for an hour. And then I wrapped that up. And then I go and I look and see what you... I go back to the Discord and I look in and I see you're in chat with Emily. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess Emily's not going to bed either. I think you guys were still chatting an hour after that when I finished watching some anime and finally went to go to bed. It was too funny. All right, let's extend this out as far as it goes. Oh, which is already there. You have insomnia. That's fair. Honestly, it sounds like a good night. It was a great night for me. So, our walking height is going to end up being 1 block up. And I would like to have this as a spot where we can walk across. Like, I think we're going to do a walkway here. So we're going to keep the 2 space. Oh, that's right. I forgot that you can put the casings on the bottom of these. So we're actually going to split... Gotta split this one farther back. Yeah, whatever. Okay. It's easy to fix. We don't have anything on the conveyor belts right now. Oh, I guess except for over here. Yo, Mr. Spen. You've ruined my sleep schedule. I keep staying up late for the streams. Well, Pont, what time is it for you right now? What are the late night streams for you? There we go. Because we are going to need to lower everything down here, I think. Oh, it's 1:24 a.m. for you. Oh, so the evening streams are the ones that work better for you. Oh, I see. Also, our shovel seems to be struggling a lot. When I break stuff with any other tools, they work fine, but the shovel's just... I wonder if it's just the grass. Nope, it's just all of it in general. All right. Yeah, those ones are at about 10 a.m. That's fair. Yeah, as Melty said, you know, you can't stop the spontaneous grind. Although sleep is kind of important. You know, just try to remember, I will always be here. There's always other times you can catch streams, too. And there's VODs. But honestly, you just got a really good voice to listen to, so it's worth it. Aw, thanks, Pont. Okay, so we want this to go down a level. Because we want this to go underneath our walkway. I need you to move, bud. Mongamania, welcome, welcome. Or nor chloror. I'm trying to find ways to butcher it even more to just drive Casper nuts. Or nor chloror. And I think that's how it's going to be done. I think that will push it past the breaking point for Casper. For those that don't know, Casper is a good friend that also hangs out in the Nevermind SMP. She's part of everything going on. She's potentially kind of one of the villains for my character this season. It's complicated. But there is an old show called H2O. I'd never seen it. But there's an Australian guy in it who he says like, "Oh no, Chloe," but he says it in like a very strong accent. So we were making fun of it because it's fun to say, like or nor. It's fun to say, but it drives Casper up the wall. And so I've been trying to work out ways to just push it even farther to really bother Casper. Because we're not doing it to make fun of Australians. We're doing it because it's just fun to say. But I think Casper thinks we're making fun of her. Or sorry, making fun of them. The day Emily and Casper and you were recording, Emily goes or nor, and the moment that happens, Casper just appears behind her and murders her. That's too good. So basically what we're learning is we're the reason Casper's going on the villain arc. You're going crazy? You saw stone with gravel physics? There are certain things that can make that happen, though. From different mods, so it's possible it legitimately was stone. Trust me, you don't need to make fun of Aussies. We do it to ourselves plenty. Oh man. Oh, so until Casper, I didn't have a great. I hate saying this stuff because part of me is just like, oh, what if he's listening? What if he's here right now? But so I had an Australian roommate, and like really awesome dude, super friendly, super nice. But one thing I've never been able to tell is, so when I moved in, he told me that the thermostat was broken, and that it didn't work anymore. There was only one temperature that the place had, and you know, being a teenager, not really understanding the whole living in a place, talking to landlords to get stuff fixed kind of thing. I was just like, oh, okay. And that's just how we lived our lives. So our apartment was always blistering hot. I live in Canada. And in the middle of winter, when it's it would be minus 30, 33, minus 35 degrees Celsius outside, which is pretty darn cold. But the apartment would be so warm that I would still sleep with my window open at minus 35. It was insane. And so then he ends up moving out, and I keep the place to myself. Temperature still stays the same way. And my roommate had told me that he had mentioned it before, and so that the landlord had known about it. And so then when I go to move out, I'm like, yeah, hopefully you guys can get the thermostat fixed for the next people because it kind of sucked. And the guy's just like, wait, there's nothing wrong with the thermostat. And we go over to it, and he pulls the cover off, and he's just like, yeah, this is just how you adjust the thermostat. And I was like, oh, okay. So that entire time, things could have been fine. And I'll never know if he actually was lying to me, which he didn't seem like the kind of guy that would. But I'll never know if he was lying or if he actually also truly believed that the thermostat was broken. You have the power to multiply in online groups. Australian people are just British people who made it very far in the text tree. The text tree? That's a hell of a thermostat. Little Hercules makes fun of me for being Canadian. Ah, well, at least. I don't have a good comeback for that. For those that don't know, Little Hercules is Melty's sibling, who tore the handle seat off of a toilet, and so that's why. That's why they're Little Hercules with just a single finger. Apparently, it was just a little push. At least didn't break the toilet. That is true. Oh man. But yeah, the thermostat thing, I don't know. It's like, it's both a fond memory and a not so fond memory, because it was, oh god, it was so hot all the time. Canadian people are so nice. I don't know if I'd say that. I can definitely see why the stereotype shows up from time to time, but I mean, everyone has their good days and their bad days. Oh, and Canadians. Oh, maple syrup is so good. I think we're going to do a second row of this. I wasn't sure about it, but I think we will. But we'll make this one the max length. How does that sound? You can't imagine having something change the temperature that powerfully. Well, the other thing to note about it too is it was an apartment complex, and it was the old school heating thing. So it was where I think it had like water moving through these like external pipes that would like through the air temperature, the changes of, I don't know how it works, but it was like an old school version thing, and we were on the bottom floor. Or yeah, we were on the ground floor. Yeah, I can't remember what it is. I mean, also keep in mind too that I've spent like growing up, we had a basement that I would spend most of my time down in, because we had our little like games room down there. It was always cold. And so I'm much more I'm much better with colder temperatures. Like the perfect temperature for me is somewhere around 14 degrees Celsius is perfect for me. So I'm not good with warm stuff. You're watching all the spontaneous shorts when you saw I was live. So I've been trying something different with a couple of the shorts lately, because so I did a short yesterday's short. Right, yeah, yesterday's short I just put together because I was like, I haven't put one out in a couple days. Let me just make something. And so I threw it together as quickly as possible. It took me almost no time to make, and I put it up and it takes off. Several thousand views on YouTube versus the ones where I spend a lot of time and they get like sometimes like 100, maybe a little bit more views. So I was like, oh, okay, all right, let's try this different kind of format. So I made the one that came out this morning was also one that I quickly just like threw together very quickly. And it also immediately got like 200 views on it. I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on here? So I'm trying to figure out this happy medium between the really long shorts that I like to do. Or like, not the long shorts, like the minute-long ones where we do some of the stuff that's going on in the server. And then with a smaller format. So I'm trying some stuff out, because I really don't understand how things work with TikTok and YouTube. And I swear to God, it's always the complete opposite. A short that does really well on my channel does terrible on TikTok, and vice versa. Mac and cheese? Yeah, I mean, Melty, if you're ever interested in some mac and cheese, for those that don't know, Melty is also a member of the Nevermind SMP. There is mac and cheese sold at the Cheesy Wheel over in the mall. Most Aussie houses are designed to be cool, so centralized heating is pretty much unheard of. Oh, I had no idea. Celsius, I'm American. It's okay, Melty. One of these days, you guys will all convert over to my favorite temperature. Although I think apparently Fahrenheit's better for some different like scientific purposes and stuff like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. Okay, so we need to do andesite casing. Shoot. Something I didn't think about. Do we want to do a door over here? Or do we keep this going the way it is? Usually don't have air conditioners, that it's primarily ceiling fans. Well, those work just as good. I know we have a ceiling fan in our kitchen. I don't think we ever turn it on. But I mean, rarely do you ever have to cool stuff down. You're all good, Melty. You are all good. Okay. Just in case we decide to do a door, we'll leave this here so that I know that I remind myself that maybe a door. On a 47-degree day with 60% humidity, the last thing you want is a heater. Oh, yeah. God. I would never be able to live anywhere with humidity. Oh, that would be miserable. I hate humidity. So people that can live in that climate, oh my God, good for you. Good on you. I wouldn't wish humidity on my worst enemy. Unless it was Sigma. Then, I'm just kidding. In the Neverbound law, we would put him in a room full of all, or not law. In the Neverbound law, we would put him in a room filled with so much humidity that it'd be as if you were taking a bath. Wow. Oh, hey, Sigma, I didn't know you were still here. But that's okay. The Sigma we once knew was dead, and all that remains now is the Enigma. You spent all night you were editing, you forgot what stuff is actually out. Alright, let's just do this to begin with. And then we gotta pop open here and here. Oh, I don't like this song. Funny thing is, humidity in the Netherlands is currently 61%. All right, I'm curious what is the average humidity of Alberta? So, in general, the relative humidity of 40 to 60% feels pleasant, with only 45% humidity on average. The highest value is 63, which we experience in May. Interesting. I wonder what the humidity is right now. Oh, we have a humidity of 86%. Okay, let me rephrase it. Humidity when it's hot out is the worst. The average for you guys is 60 to 80. Yeah, the average for us is 40 to 60, apparently. That doesn't make sense. Why would they say that the highest value of 63 is experienced in May when we have 86% humidity right now? I guess it's also because it's supposed to be snowing. That's fair. Today I have a humidity of 56%. I don't fully understand how all that stuff works, though, so. Most people you game with are in the Northern Hemisphere. We also got to figure out a way for name tags, because we should name all the chickens in here, too. I just love naming animals. It's very satisfying. 93% here, but it's also snow. Ah, Mel, you've also got the snow. Oh, I just saw your message there about considering following other Nevermind folks. You should. They're all awesome. At least I think they are. But I'm also biased, because I like Neverbound stuff. All right, what do we got for shoots on us? 32 of them. We'll see if we can get how much we can get here. You goes you wrote that you wrote that right. Oh my god, I can't even talk. You wrote that twice. Apparently, wrote that twice is very difficult for me to say. This should easily be enough chickens, right? Oh, I wish there was an egg carton. How cool would it be? Okay, chat, we got to figure out how we're going to be able to sell people egg cartons in the Neverbound SMP. I don't want to do it with shulker boxes unless people bring their own shulker boxes, but most of the members haven't been to the end yet. And I did build a glorious device that stops people from being able to get into there except for me, so that I could monopolize it and monetize it. And nobody said anything about it, so... You just subbed to Melty? Nice. You're here, it's easy. Sigma, if you're looking for all the Neverbound members as well, Sigma, who is in chat, is also a member of the Neverbound SMP. Do I not have any more shoots? Oh, thank God. No, we got tons of them. Cool. I don't think we're going to need 2 stacks of these, but we'll grab both of them anyways. But yeah, we got to figure out how we can do an egg carton, because it'd be kind of cool to do a grocery store kind of thing. You could do it with logs, but sell them 12 at a time. It's just, we could do it. I'm just trying to think of a way where we could do it where we also, they physically have the carton. Because we could do something where they bring a shulker box and we sell them in things of 12, but I don't know. You like to hang in chat when you remember Spen goes live? Well, Melty, we're always happy to have you here. You're gonna go cook dinner now? Ooh, Mal, what are you making? And good luck with your dinner. Because shulker boxes, I think, are the only kind of thing we can do for it. But we could do a white shulker box. But then we'd have to make it ridiculously expensive. I don't think anything else holds. We can't do like a bag. God, I wish there was a carton kind of thing. It'd be so cool. A dude on an FPS game looked up your name tag on YouTube and started reading off your video titles and low-key making fun of you when you're... Oh, that's too funny. Someone was just trying to mess with you there. Yeah, Mr. Pickle, none of your messages were popping up today. Or were popping up. Sometimes there's issues with YouTube chat and the messages don't appear. So if that's why I have the thing up on stream. So if you see your messages not showing up, then you know that they're not coming through. And if your messages aren't appearing, when I talked to YouTube about it before, they were just like, yeah, just have someone, when it happens, just report it. So yeah, none of the last message I saw was the thing about the humidity at 56%. And then you talking about not coming to Florida. Titling videos. Well, the title for your new video coming out isn't too bad. Okay, we're gonna do Zadok oak planks along the back again. I don't know if I like the look of it, but that's what we're gonna do for now anyways. And then we're gonna have to go and get a bunch of different wool, but we'll figure out something for the colors. I am back. What have I missed? We've expanded the farm to much larger than it probably needs to be, but it's going to feel much more satisfying, and that's about it right now. Yeah, what I've learned is you can't really compliment people online, because most of them will, that's their responses. I will cry if you compliment me. But I wanted it to look like a cool factory, so. Although I guess it's gonna look more like a barn factory kind of thing, but that's fine. I got no complaints about that. A lot of the blocks on the outside is going to be moved too. The interdimensional traveling burrito! It's wonderful. Oh, the only thing that sucks, Melty, is the origins. For those that aren't super familiar about the interdimensional traveling burrito, the origin of it came from back when the Neverbound SMP was mostly just streamed. And so I'm still trying to figure out a way to be able to retell the events of the previous, of like seasons 1 through 3. Yeah, 1 through 3, because those were all pretty much just 100% stream. The other day, Emily complimented you and you cried. Aw. Hopefully it's because it was a good compliment and not a bad compliment. All right. This will go here. What did we do for the in-between stuff? Oh, we just brought this back one. Okay. Perfect. Because I guess once we get the wool on top, you're not even going to notice there's the gap in between them. You're working on stuff for that? Ah, dude, that's awesome. Because it sucks, too, that a lot of the stuff to do with Epsi's lore and the Minotaur stuff, which played a fairly prominent part in a previous in season 3. But, and especially, I think most of it was live streamed back on Twitch when I think I saved a lot of the VODs, but it's on my old hard drive that ended up going kaputs. You love connected textures? Me too! They're so satisfying. Okay. So this also needs to come in. I'm not going to worry about getting too much of the stuff underneath this little spot, because all that we're going to wait until we get glass so that we can block in the stuff, and those will be the first chickens that we mark in here. What? Excuse me. But we're also going to need to come back with granite now, too. Oh, Melty, there's some stuff we got to talk about for the burrito as well. For another project kind of thing I've got on the go. But I'll message you about that after stream. I can't remember if I can't remember if I talked to you about it or not yet. All right. So that blocks in pretty much most of this. And this is going to be our egg farm. I don't think we're going to have any issues with this overflowing until things get to the big containers. It looks really cool. I hope so. I think it's going to look a lot nicer once we've got it done and we can actually walk through here. And so we'll be at... we'll be at this height level, and then we're going to have glass located on each of these spots with the... Where is it? I think you get a better idea over here. With the carpet inside where the chicken kind of chills and lives its life. Every time you give me a little single crumb of lore teases, it makes you more excited for the new episodes from everyone. I'm really excited and glad about that. I love the stuff too. We've got... What I think's really cool too is lately we've had a lot more stuff going on with everything in the server as well, with the different stories and stuff going on. So it's now, like, if there's ever been a great time to be a part of all this stuff, I think now is. How many chickens are we gonna have in each one? I think 1. I think I want to have it where it's like each spot is its own pod, because eventually I want to come back with name tags, and then we'll give all the different chickens names so that they feel more important and special, right? And then we become more emotionally invested in the chicken farm. Well, if it helps, Melty, you're always gonna feel like that. all the time, no matter what. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're either going to be like, oh no, I don't know what people are going to think about the video, or by the time you upload it, you're going to be like, I hate this. And that's just kind of how it works with editing YouTube videos. The employee wage cages. Oh man. Well, okay, so we were talking before about paying all of the animals that we hire and bring in as a part of our companies. And we were going to be paying them in the wages of carrots. So what do we pay our chickens in? You don't hate it this time? Oh, dude, Melty, that's awesome. Oh, we got to set up our vaults too. So all of the eggs come onto the conveyor belt, and then they'll get brought onto the lower spot, and they'll come out this way. And then this building, I think, is going to come out a few blocks. We're going to have our walkway. Excuse me. We need access for the walkway, which I think... Ooh, I got an idea here for this. Oh, shoot. Here, let's just grab these. We don't need the wool. I think we'll have a 3x3 walkway to begin with. Right, so this... Yeah, I think I like this. Okay. Right? Or no. To right here. So that comes to here. And then this will come in. We'll have our grand entrance right here. Hey, Finn, how you doing? Payment of carrots is something you can get behind. That's how we pay all of our animals. Right? Because we obviously need a grand entrance to our chicken farm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is going to be one of our offices. And then we'll make this one our other. We'll have like, oh wait, let's offset these a little bit. We're gonna have, this is gonna be our employee staff room, and this is gonna be our office where we deal with all the logistics. There we go. If you can count how many shoots we have in one row, you can give me the wage numbers. All right, I can do that. So in one row, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there's 18 and 3 of them. That's what, 36, 72? We're going to have 72 chickens employed in the inner working of the factory. Although, with the way that we're going to be setting this up, employed is a challenging word to try and use for it. Because they're all going to be encased in here. But yeah, we're going to have an office here. Our staff room will make it like a little bigger, maybe. Maybe our staff room will come out to here, because we'll give them some staff bathrooms as well. And we'll have it come in this way. I think I'm happy with that. Okay, one bathroom. They can share a staff bathroom. We don't have to have multiple bathrooms. Oh, I also realized we got to go back to the mall at some point and we got to fix the bathrooms there because I just have them as... we have a ladies... or there's the miladies and the magents. But we got to make it more inclusive. I grew up in a very small town. It's like a very sheltered town. And so I've been learning a lot about like everything to do with like I can't remember like the different pronouns and all sorts of different things. So that's been something that's been taking a little bit of getting used to remembering all that stuff. So dude, get off my bed. Get off my bed. I gotta sleep. I don't have a class until 11 a.m. Has anyone named the sheep on the train? I don't think so, because it needs a name. You can't keep calling it Mr. Sheep. Well, we gotta get name tags first. Once we get the name tags first, or once we get the name tags done, then we're all good to go with that. 13, oh my god, 13,824 carats per day with an 8-hour workday and 16-hour overtime, but overtime isn't something that needs to be documented. Oh, that's right, because Minecraft days are so much shorter. I forgot about that. All right, we're gonna need to make an incredibly massive carrot farm to be able to pay the wages of all of our workers. Or wait. What if we built a bank? Hear me out. What if we started a bank and then we gave an account to all of the workers? So every worker had their own account, and then we gave them like an employee account card. And then they could just keep the employee account card on them and use that to make purchases. And then we don't actually have to pay them because they're just using the money from the bank, right? And then we just make it so that we build all sorts of these different businesses and stores so that it's like they don't ever even need the money, because everything everything they could possibly buy would be from a store that we own. And so we just have and then we have them produce all of the resources and items used in the store. But we have it set up so they're always just slightly overproducing what it is that they need. So then they become self-sustaining. Then they never even have to really think or worry about money. And then we can also sell the extra stuff to other people and make a profit off of it. So technically, we're not selling them anything. We're not even, we're paying them, but we're also not paying them. And then, yeah, like what Finn said, we also tax them. Right? The living tax. Wait. Even better, what if we pay them these wages, but then we just let them have anything they want and stuff, within reason, from the stores for free. And we just say, yeah, you know what? You just come in and take stuff when you want it. And then we just take a huge sum off of their money, so that as like they're just like they're living, the living expenses. Then we don't have to really pay them anything. You're just describing what companies used to do. Pay the workers in company credit that is only valuable. Wait, is that what people used to do? Oh, that's terrible, but also truly diabolical if you ask me. All right, also looks like this is going to need to change. That's amazing. You work here for free stuff, and also now you can never leave. Exactly, but I mean, we're not doing it to be bad people. We're doing it to help them, right? They didn't. Oh, dude, there's another one. What did you break? You broke my pants or my boots. Son of a gun. Those were my favorite enchanted leather boots. How dare you? It got to the point where local towns would accept company credit as legal. Really? Wow. That's how you win the game, right? That's how you win capitalism. That's incredibly terrifying, but also kind of cool. Not as in like cool as in like a wow, we got to do that kind of thing, but cool as in just the idea that it got to that point. Like, that company had that much influence that at that point, the company owns everything. Wow. Right? Imagine if Canadian Tire, I don't know if you guys know about Canadian Tire, but Canadian Tire is a Canadian company. It sells like all sorts of different things, like stuff to do with cars and like home owning stuff and things like that. And they have like these Canadian Tire bucks. So it's like this is really even more colorful than what Canadian currency looks like to begin with. But I'm just imagining it if Canadian Tire ended up expanding and getting more and more influence, then the Canadian Tire money could have become our currency, and that would have been terrifying. Companies, many big mining companies and factories did it. That's crazy. I wonder, there must have been some laws that came into place to stop that. Eventually someone was like, hold on, wait a minute. What's going on over here? Okay, so this is kind of, I think this is a good block out for the whole thing. We are going to have, oh crap. All right, we gotta push. Can I push this with the minute? Or is it too heavy now? Crap. For those that are really big fans of sheep, close your eyes. For no particular reason. Just delete the evidence. Delete the evidence. There we go. Everything is fine. Walt Disney really wanted to implement this, but was a few years too late to the party. Oh, dude. That's terrifying. Okay, I don't... Oh, wait, we gotta figure out how we're gonna have the entrance work for this. Let's just put down a floor to begin with, just to make this easier to block in. Okay, so if this is the entrance... I kind of want to do the pillars coming up. Oh, yeah, we should do this. We'll remove this. We'll remove this. And then maybe we'll stick this out a little bit more. And then we can have like these cool pillars. And then we'll have our doors here. Cool, I love that. Melty, what are you talking about? Why did I do what to who? You have no evidence. You have no evidence. Ah, crap, another one showed up. Yeah, I don't, unfortunately, Melty, yeah, I don't have to, yeah, when my lawyer gets here, we'll talk about it. But until then, unfortunately, we will be unable to say anything about the thing. So, thank you for your time. That will be all. Good call, Pod. Close call on that one. Okay. So if this is the entrance, I think I want to have it come out. We're not going to use these like this wood's going to get changed eventually to something else, but we're going to use this to block this out. Now our train station doesn't actually, or no, our train does come down along this way. Let's make some stairs. Oh, I gotta throw something on the ground. Goodbye. So our I would like to have a cool train station that this pulls up to and stops at. And I think we're going to put it... I think we're going to have it down here. I was kind of thinking of putting it here, but it's so close to all this. I think this will look better if we have some sort of retaining wall located over here. So we're going to have... the stairs... Oh, God. Whatever. We'll block out a few things until we find something that we like. You raised your rooster Montgomery, which is an incredible name for a rooster. That is really good. To go and attack little Hercules, but now he attacks everyone but you. That's hilarious. Because we're going to make this look legitimate, right? Technically, you know, if you come inside, you'll see that it doesn't look that great of an organized, like we're probably going to be, you know, you could argue that we're abusing the chickens with their working conditions, but that's okay because we pay them well enough so that it doesn't matter. But I think, how do we want to do these stairs? I really like 3 wide staircases when we're trying to do something a little bit more, when we're trying to make something look a little bit more glamorous. Wait, we could do something with slabs. What if we do like a slab staircase? Hey, Miss Kitty, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Because I think if we use slabs, it's going to look even more glamorous, right? And then we straighten this out. And we bring it in this way. Doing good, how are you? I'm doing good, thanks for asking. Ah, crap. That's fine, we can fix this. Let's have it go to this point right here. Oops. Oh, I love this music right now. Oh. Should we do living quarters for the workers here too? That might actually be kind of cool. Your grandma or Monty almost died a few times attacking your grandma. It looks like Montgomery and your grandma are having an ongoing struggle of who's asserting the dominance over who. Wait, the wildlife around here is so brutal, leaving the remains? You talking about in Minecraft? Monty's uncle learned the hard way not to mess. Well, here's the question though, Melty. Did Monty's uncle have the chance to learn? Or is it just that he will never have the opportunity to try and mess with Grandma K again? Okay, so if our factory is going to be up top, I think what would be really cool is if our retaining wall came out to here and we do a garden up top, right? We'll do a little garden up here. So that'll look nice. The retaining wall comes down. And then this is going to be where... Let's grab some dirt. That's going to be where our... Because the station, this track here is going to get removed. We just have this extending out here because we needed a perfectly flat line in order for our train for us to disassemble it so we can access all of our resources in it. Did I use up all the dirt? I think I did. I don't think we have any more in here. Oh, we got 1 stack. Thank you. Only a wild rabid wolf would harm an animal and leave the mutton behind. Exactly, right? There's no other possible reason that could be identified in the court of law. Exactly. Everything's fine. No one needs to know what happened. And so then our station will be located here. Oh, so satisfying. I think we're going to do the same kind of station we did at the last place. So the station is elevated by 1 block. And then we'll have a gate that opens when the thing lands on the spot. Monty's uncle ran towards her and was met with a pitchfork. Oh, poor guy. I mean, farm life is very different than... Or actually, is it farm life? Melty, was that out on a farm? So our station will be located here. And then we've got right here where we're gonna bring this down. It's actually working out not too bad. I'm kind of liking this. So we're gonna have this located here, and then we're also gonna have a second level that's higher up. Coming along here. And then we'll have another staircase that'll go down a couple steps. Yeah, if you live on a farm, I mean, that's... Farm life is a little different. I mean, if it happened in like a backyard in a suburban area, I feel like there'd be a lot more concern compared to if it happened... Not as if like, not that it changes what happened, but just that it's more like, I think it's just more acceptable socially, you know? What are they farming? Not Monty's uncle, that's for sure. Oh man, okay. So this is going to be the main structure. We've got our, we'll have a little garden located here. We might do another one on the side here. And clearly they were framed. Exactly, completely innocent. And then I think we're gonna have a little spot here where we have the home for the chickens, right? So the way we've moved this farm, it's not really a meat farm, which is fine. It's just an egg farm. But we can always breed chickens underneath and slaughter them too, right? Oh, I read that! I read that as onions and maybe some like Cheerios or something, I think. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, Melty's actually one of the leading experts in Cheerio farming. They grow so you can buy Cheerios from Melty K. And what's great about them is it's not like the factory produced ones. It's actually naturally grown Cheerios. Plucked straight from Melty. Do your Cheerios grow on trees or bushes? I don't remember how Cheerios grow. Fair enough. You've never lived on a farm. Oh, vines. Oh, it could be vines. That would make sense. Fair enough. I've never lived on a farm, but I've lived rural most of my life. It gives you some pretty unique experiences. That is true. I would like to consider. I mean, I definitely grew. Wait. Rural is like small town stuff, right? I can never remember how it works. But, yeah, I grew up in a very small town my whole life, and we never really had the farm experience with some of the crazy things that happened there. But it was definitely some crazy, well, I guess it's, you know, every place has their own different kinds of crazy things, right? Ah, yes, you would farm Cheerios. It's canon now. Melty K is a Cheerio farmer. Why do you think Melty's always so happy all the time? You know, she's just full of cheer. And also fits because one of Melty's favorite, one of the things you catch on Melty's stream is, oh no! So, right? She's got the cheer and she's got the O's. Oh, this is so stupid. But I love it. Right. So now that we've got... they're like blueberries. That's amazing. Like blueberry bushes. You live the kind of world where the first 7 years of your life, you didn't have plumbing and the outhouse was a separate building and you had to... Oh, yeah, you had the full... Oh, my God, yeah. Dude, Pond, that... Oh, that's right, Pond, I think you mentioned that before, too. That's crazy. My rural experience was walking to school. Because it was close enough that we could just walk. And it was a small enough town that we didn't really have to worry about anything. Okay. How are we going to put our vault in here? That's the next question. So... I think we're going to have... all of these go down again so that it's underneath the floor. Do we have... Probably. There's crispy rice puff cereal. We have that. We have like extra large pastry Cheerios, right? That's why melty. You should make donuts and then just rename them to large pastry Cheerios. And then you can have different flavored large pastry Cheerios. If you're up for it, I will help you get all the stuff that you need for that. You never had... Wait. No one ever got bit, thankfully, but there was often a massive huntsman spider on the ceiling that would seem to stare at you. You never had that experience? You have had your water just shut off out of nowhere and been baked in a tin oven of a house. Oh, wow. I think in my entire life we've had our water turned off once that I can remember. Yeah, we've lived a very privileged life. There's not much that I can complain about. All right, so we're gonna bring this all down. You're taking them donuts and naming them Cheerios? Nice. You've never been baked, but you're roasted. It's nice. Oh, man. Oh, I missed the spot. So this gets it down underneath, so the floor will have no problem coming into play. I think... So this is going to be the staff room. This is going to be the office. I think we're going to change the garden into a staircase. We're going to have to change the garden into a staircase here, I think. Yeah, that's okay. The song's giving you the vibes of the slowed down Steven Universe sound on TikTok. That's something I still want to watch. I haven't seen much of the Steven Universe stuff. That and I've got to watch. I still have to catch up on Adventure Time. I think I've only seen like the first 3 episodes. And then just random episodes here and there when I used to just barely catch it on television. Okay. We've got tons of this. We've got tons of these planks. Let's just make some floor here temporarily. All this is going to change to a different block later. But I want to make sure we're getting the downstairs storage facility in a way that makes me happy. Oh, wait. Actually, this is going to be really cool, I think. So this is going to be where the staff train comes and shows up. And then I think we're going to build another spot where the cargo train comes in. And we might have it veer off. So maybe the staff train, or like the transport train, passenger train, whatever you want to call it, it's going to come up to this spot here. And then we'll have our other train curve into the mountain from there, and then it'll pull up over on the inside down here. And maybe that's how we load and unload the eggs. You've also had a pretty privileged life. with a bunch of experiences, roof over your head, food, and not to mention all the video games you could ever need. You can never complain about video games. Did you guys see, apparently, Finn's dog died a long time ago? I saw some weird video about it. I wasn't really sure what to think about, or how to think about it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Unfortunately, it is a private server, so you won't be able to jump in and join us here. So this is going to come through here. I think this is actually going to be our staircase, right? We could put a staircase here. Because then this fits more with like the factory kind of thing, right? Where you enter, you got those staff rooms or whatever. We'll probably put some doors here somehow. I don't know how we're going to do a 3-wide door. But then in here we'll have, so you walk in 2 blocks. I guess you have to walk in a third, or maybe we'll have the stairs start going down. All right, let's put this in here. Can I give you a download link for the world? Unfortunately, I am not able to do that. We have a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff that we film and record because it is it's a story-based SMP. So there's a lot of stuff that we build and work on ahead of time, so that when we go to reveal it during story moments, and then it gets revealed later on in story moments. So, and because of that, it's probably not something that we'll be able to do with making the world public later on. Just because there's other stuff that we might have planned to do, but then we didn't get a chance to. And so then we save it for other worlds and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I am right now with the idea of making the world available for other seasons, or at the end of the season, but we still might. Like, I'll definitely talk about it with the other people. Because it would be kind of cool to be able to go and share the worlds after, but like there is stuff from the last world that originally I'd planned to do for some different story elements, and then we never had the I did this too far up. But we never had the chance to go and finish putting some of that stuff together, and it ended up being key story moments for. Oh, that's right. We have to go one more over to get past the conveyor belt. And it ended up being key story components for some of the stuff going on in this world. So I don't know. It's kind of. It's one of those things where we're not really sure exactly how we want to handle all that stuff yet. But there's so much stuff just out of your camera view in your video. Yep. Yeah, I feel the same way with some, and there was a bunch of stuff. So in episode 21, there was a bunch of stuff in the ruins that I didn't want to show yet, and I was able to go and had to do a couple retakes just so that parts of it didn't get revealed ahead of time. Ah, oh, crap. This is going to kind of change how this part here is done. That's okay. It's more important that we get the underground stuff going. As a film student, 90% of the set is just out of frame. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Oh, man. I really wish I'd taken more film classes. When I was going to school for 3D game animation, we had some extra credits that we could use to go and like try other classes and do other things. And that's the one thing that I regret not spending the credits on was like different film stuff. Because as part of our program, we had to take the introductory film program thing, because it helped teach us lighting. Because lighting's a huge part in animation. Because you've got to set the lights for your scene. I think what's nice is it's a lot easier to set lights in like video and like 3D animation kind of stuff, I like to think, versus in the real world, because you've got to go and manually set up all the lights. Versus in like a 3D environment, you just lift the light up and you move it around. It takes a lot longer to render out frames to be able to see how the lighting's working for it, but yeah, if we hadn't taken that class, I would not have known. I mean, the way I'd still don't, like, even with my setup here where I do my streaming, my lighting isn't perfect, but the way, at least to the point that I have it set up right now, I wouldn't have been able to get things set up the way without kind of knowing a little bit of how all that stuff goes, but You have a behind-the-scene chest that you can just barely see in your newer video. You gave up on trying to hide it better. Hey, Gremlin, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Oh, that's right. We came back for more logs. I think we're going to ditch a bunch of these things that we're not needing right now, like the gearboxes and the speed controller and the water wheels. I thought we were going to be getting more into the mechanics of setting everything up for this, but we've ended up blocking stuff in, which is going to be important because we need to block everything in so that we know where we can put the machines. So at the end of the day, it's all going to work out still. You needed it in Reach, so you hit it very bad. I mean, to be fair, Melty, probably nobody even knows. Nobody would know until you brought it up, too. That's the funny thing about a lot of the behind-the-scenes things, too. There's so much stuff that nobody notices. Like, there was a whole bunch of videos going around about, or screenshots of the Game of Thrones scene where there's the Starbucks cup in the middle of the table. And I had no idea, and I never would have noticed any of that until it was brought up on the internet, which is hilarious. You're a due to an animation. You just don't have the patience for it, but filming and camera work is something you truly love. Ah, that's awesome. I don't really know where I stand with that kind of stuff. Like, I still really enjoy doing animation stuff, and there's actually some animation stuff I'm working on kind of right now. For, like, some Neverbound stuff, which I'm really excited for. But I've never been able to decide which one I prefer, whether it's like the animation or the in-person stuff. You have a little bit of an idea for a series that you'd like to film, and the server's inspired you to make a story-based playthrough, though you'll load the editing. Ah, dude, Pod, that's awesome! Figured you might as well get some practice. Yeah, I'm excited! Hopefully when you put all this stuff together, you share it. Well, people are participating in the SMP. Oh, it's a great question. There's myself, Melty K, who is in chat. We have Sigma SP, who was in chat a little while ago. We've also got Casper Plays Games. There is Serendipity, Leontine Lacrima, and we really should put together something so that we can share it and just people have a place to find everybody on the server. I'm sure there's like a free website that we can do where it's like a card kind of thing. We might set something like that up. Well, that actually might be an easy way to do that. You hate editing too? I love editing. And like the active editing, let me rephrase that. The active editing I don't like, but once the editing's done and you're looking at the finished results, that's when I'm like, oh yeah, this was totally worth it. So now the chickens are all going to be up top. That's going to be located there. How big of a roof do we want for this? Wait, I have a shovel for this. Not that its durability is going to last much longer. So I ended up I was trying stuff out. So, oh, here's what's really cool. Check this out. So shovels have a huge knockback. And when you hit something with the chorus fruit, it teleports them sometimes. Whereas didn't work. But look at the knockback on this. It's so satisfying. And then I made it out of wood because I thought that'd make it easier to repair. Which it kind of does, but its durability sucks now. In the associated tab on YouTube, if that's still a thing. I don't think that is a thing. I really don't think the associated tab is a thing anymore, even though there's certain websites when you go to look at stats, it'll show like the people that you previously associated with on there. But I don't think you can open that up on YouTube anymore. I know some people have talked or have said like, why not set up like a Twitter or something like that for the Nevermind SMP, but that's too much work. I don't even really use my own Twitter. I think there was a period of time that I was like tweeting 2 or 3 times a day. And then eventually I was just like, I don't care. And I just stopped. I was like, this is too much work. I don't want to do this. You can't set it up. You can set it up under channels. I'll have to double check, but I was looking through it earlier to go and change some of the stuff there. But I'll have to check under the channels tab. That's a good idea. Apparently, you like to film alone in situations where you cannot get out unless... you pull Mission Impossible stuff? Oh, you did it the other day? We can? Okay, cool. You like to film alone in situations where you cannot get out unless you pull... Oh, is that when you got... Is that what... Is that from what happened that you messaged in the Discord about yesterday, Melty? Associated tab isn't a thing anymore, but you can make a channel tab on your main page. Oh! Okay, cool. Oh, wait, that's something that other... like, some of the bigger creators that have a bunch of different channels, they use that to feature all of the different channels they have, right? I forgot about that. I also think we're gonna go through... We're just gonna put in the fake floor for now. Just on this first little bit here, because then it helps me get an idea of how I want the ceiling to be. Or sorry, the floor on the below. Can I open up a public crate SMP? In the future, I would love to. Unfortunately, I don't have the funds to be able to support something like that at this time. But there are plans in the future to open up a public version of the Neverbound SMP, so that there will be, like, we'll have the Neverbound SMP, but then we'll have like a light version of it where it doesn't have all of the mods that we're using, but it has a good portion of them, just because some of the mods are incorporated for story elements that don't get revealed until later on. But then, yeah, we'll have like a public version that lasts along with the main one that kind of like hops along with us. The only thing is, I think it's going to be a bit of time until we do something like that, like one, for the funds for it, and then two, we would have to put together like a moderator team for it, and because I don't want to moderate that stuff. I got rid of my own personal Discord because I hated moderating. Where is my anvil? Crap. I think when we drove the train away, the anvil was on the ground. And so anvils from Tinkers can't attach to trains. I don't think I have enough iron to be able to make another one. Oh yeah, we don't have the resources for it anyways. Because I think it has to be the seared stone. Alright, well, that's fine. I don't think we're going to find it in one of these. Shoot! I wanted to repair the shovel, because I don't have lots of resources for the axe. But that doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Alright, that's fine. We'll just dig with... We'll just dig with the axe, right? That's fine. Okay, we gotta go back up the stairs here. This sounds kind of cool. You like the idea that the jumpers have some kind of special power that gives them greater potential while the rest have a little bit, but not much on the scale of y'all. Well, we don't really want to do it that way. It's just more so... Like, for example, if we were to have made the Neverbound SMP, if we were to do, like, a public version of the Neverbound SMP, we would have had the Create mod, we would have had PAMs, we would have had pretty much everything in there. We just wouldn't have had Ars Novo in it, because it was supposed to be a bit of a, like, because anybody who watched Casper's content would know that Casper had access to it. But anybody who didn't watch Casper's wouldn't know. So the reveal of Casper having access to the magic, even though nobody else had it, it's like a it was supposed to be like a special story kind of moment. And so like mods like that we wouldn't put into the public one. And I don't think we would update it later either to have it, because updating mod packs can be kind of complicated. I think this is actually going to be an okay height. So, yeah, so it wasn't intended to be done in a way where it's like to make us more special. It's just because of like story elements. I guess we can kind of talk about it because we've had to switch gears a little bit. Interesting. Either way, you'd like a server for this community? Yeah, I'm hoping to be able to do that at some point. So that's the dream anyways. Actually, no, I won't talk about that because I don't know. And we still might change things. But Yeah, like the... no, wait, no. Oh, crap. No, I can't. Okay, never mind. It's so hard to not leak things. No, you didn't mean like that, like it was a request? No, you're all good. The stuff that I was just talking about where I'm like, never mind, it's for something completely unrelated to like a public server kind of thing. It was just something I wanted to talk about, but then I realized I probably shouldn't yet. So, what did I come back in here for? I came back here for something. But what was it? I don't know. You had a community server, you gave up, people were mean. Oh, it's just complicated, because you'll get some people that come in and they're awesome, and then there's other people that just come in for the server. And then sometimes they can just, they don't really mesh with the community because they're just there for the server, so they don't really see a bunch of the other stuff that's going on outside of the server, and because of that, it can just complicate things. Which is fine. Everybody's got their own interests for the things that they like to do. So but yeah, especially with it being a public server, you'd have to have, I genuinely think you have to have active moderators. A long time ago, before I started using my realm for some of my other projects, we used to do a Minecraft, I used to have a realm that we would, like a Minecraft realm that we would play on for Java Minecraft. And then I think none of us played on it for a while, and then when we finally came back on, somehow, I don't know if people figured out a way to like dupe stuff, but we came back in and like the whole world was nuked. It looked really cool, but it was all gone. Did you miss anything? Mr. Pilkle, welcome back. You didn't miss much. We were just talking about Minecraft, you know, the usual kind of stuff. And digging out a little bit underneath. Yeah, I don't know why. I went back to the train because I needed something, but I don't remember. Oh, torches. I went to look for torches to light up the underground spot there so we don't accidentally get mobs spawning in that we don't want. Oh, chat. Good news. Next week, starting on Tuesday, I don't know what time yet, but I have a weekly podcast starting. And so that's going to be uploading on YouTube on Tuesdays. Tuesday was the day I decided for it. Although, actually, what day would be the best day to... I wonder what day would be the best day for me to upload. Maybe we'll do Monday. Yeah, I think we'll have it upload on Mondays. I don't know what time yet, though. I don't know. I think I just like the day Tuesday. I spoil all the lore to this little table at lunch who are genuinely invested. They don't even watch Neverround. They just like hearing about the burrito and Melty's adventures. Ah, Melty, that's awesome. There we go. Here's the torches. You explain it very dramatically, and they're just listening very intently, which is good because you get excited and you have someone to tell. Ah, that's awesome. So, chat, I'm starting a podcast, and I was going to wait to tell what it is, but I think I'll just talk about it because I'm really excited about it. So I've got a podcast that it's a weekly thing where I'm going to have a guest come on to the podcast where myself and the guest each enter into the same Minecraft worlds. So like a little a server, and we're only on the server while the podcast is live. However, we're playing it as if it's hardcore. So if the guest dies, the podcast episode immediately ends, and they can never come back onto the podcast. And if I die, the podcast ends forever, and we'll never continue another episode of it. The only other thing about it is, while we're doing the podcast, neither myself nor the guest can reference anything that's going on in the Minecraft world. So we're just going straight through as like the podcast, and talking about like the topics of the podcast and that. And then, yeah, we can't, if either of us react to anything that's going on in the hardcore world or talk about it, then we have a command that we use that reduces the maximum hearts of the person who reacted or talked about it. And so it's, the podcast is called, it's not a Let's Play, it's a podcast. Because it's not a Let's Play, it's a podcast. We just happen to also be playing hardcore Minecraft, you know? And so I'm really excited for it. We've got... I've got 2 episodes of it recorded so far. I've got a couple other ones scheduled to be recorded so that we can get things up and going, and it's been a blast so far, so... Yeah, each episode's going to be about an hour long, unless, you know, myself or the guest dies. But, yeah, I think it's incredibly cool. So yeah, it's not a Let's Play, it's a podcast. And that starts... you know what? I like Tuesdays. We're going to go Tuesdays. Because I stream Monday mornings, and so I would want it to go live Tuesday. I would want it to go live in the morning, so we'll have it go live Tuesday morning. You're just casually packing your entire gaming setup into a backpack. You love that? I never did that with my computer. I had a laptop. I think growing up, I moved my computer twice to a friend's house to play games. But usually we had like, it was the consoles that we would go with. We had back when the Xbox 360 came out, excuse me, how we would go about moving that was there was like a special Xbox 360 backpack that I would load everything in, all of the extension cables, everything, and the games and the controllers, and that was kind of the LAN party stuff that we would do. I think at one point I had a laptop that could run StarCraft and some other very simple basic games, and so I would take that with me sometimes when I would go to a friend's house and we would go do some gaming. But I think most of the LAN parties we did were the consoles. And if we ever did a PC LAN party, it was usually Age of Empires or StarCraft. Or if I could convince my friends to play it, we would do Dungeon Siege 2, which is one of my favorite games growing up. You using the axe on the dirt is cutting your life short. I know, it feels... It feels that way for me too. It's just I don't have a shovel and the axe is really fast, right? It's like I'm using a diamond shovel. You recently found a Minecraft world of the original tutorial worlds for the console edition. Ah, dude, that's awesome. Oh, speaking of the podcast, if you guys don't know, Finsoli in chat is... I didn't ask for this. Is also a super awesome content creator that is a guest on one of the first episodes of the podcast. So if you guys enjoy crime and pirates and all sorts of different mischief, you definitely got to go check out Finsoli. You got hit with so much nostalgia, you had to take a break and grab a drink. That's awesome. I didn't play console edition Minecraft, so I never got to experience the tutorial worlds and stuff like that. You have your Rainbow Gaming laptop that you bring everywhere. Use it for work, use it for school, use it for games in Neverbound, and you use it for watching anime and for everything. You also use it for throwing it... Melty, you also forgot to mention that you also use your laptop by throwing it out of your backpack and shattering it across the ground and then not having one for a period of time as you wait for it to go and get repaired. Okay. Slap some of these down for now. So all of our conveyor belts are going to come down into these areas. And it's going to go into a vault. I feel like we're never going to have to worry about the vault filling up, because I don't think we'll ever produce enough eggs for that. Plus, we'll be going pulling in eggs out of it fairly consistently to be able to make what we need. And then we have this train station here. Let's grab some tracks. We'll see if we can figure out the spot that our next one's going to go. You did a podcast. It was mostly you breaking apart your bed and putting it back together while talking to someone. I think I was there for that, Melty. Even if using the ace for the vault is wrong, it's not your vault. Unfortunately, Finn, I think the pun went a little over my head for that one. Fun fact, the laptop didn't make you have a new one. Oh, that's right, that's right. Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if you were going for like a double pun there. And I was like, Ace? Is Finn going for this One Piece thing? Oh, by the way, for anybody that doesn't know, if you want to watch, if you really enjoy One Piece and you want to watch One Piece, Finn solely watches One Piece in their Discord. I don't remember what day, but every week, twice a week. So if you want to go watch One Piece, you know, Finn might be the person to go and talk to. Yeah, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's great. Yeah, I was able to get there for one of them. I mean, the only problem is when Finn watches One Piece, it's when I stream. But one of my streams I ended early enough that I got to go and catch it. Not your fault, not your vault. I mean, technically it is my vaults. These are all my vaults. I don't know anybody else on the server that uses vaults. I think Sigma might have some vaults in some places, but I don't think I've seen any other ones. You were, my chat pinged you to tell you I was using Super... Oh, that's right. Yeah, the power tools without adult supervision. I remember that now. Oh, Melty, are you also a One Piece fan? Melty, how far are you in One Piece? Without giving away any major spoilers. Why did I come back here? Chat, I came back here for something. Tracks. Because where the train connects in... Yeah, where this connects in is going to decide kind of how this goes. Sigma. Sigma? Well, yeah, well, so Sigma SP is one of the members of the server. His character in this world is Gnoma. So the idea here... Hey, could you explain why you live on my TikTok For You page? Avatar? Well, it's pretty simple. Clearly I make stellar content and TikTok's like, you know what? This Avatar person loves stellar content. Let's keep sending it over. Clearly that's obviously what it is. Clearly. Welcome. It's good to see you. Also, I have no complaints with it. I know I've gotten a couple angry messages where people were like, stop showing up in my For You page. And then I said, no. And that was the only response I gave them. Although, to be fair, I did say, love you too, babe, to one of them. And then I never got a response back from that. Smiley likes One Piece? Who's Smiley? It's your videos about being diabolical, clearly. They are pretty darn diabolical, if I don't say so myself. Okay. We're gonna have the train. I kind of want the train to go up, but it looks like we're gonna have some issues with it turning too sharply. Crap, we have to have it go to all the way to here? Or wait, if I keep it at the same height level, does it change things? It looks like we can go in here. So that's the tightest we can get it to go, which isn't terrible. Okay, we're gonna bring it back a little farther. So it comes up, and then it goes right over. All right, let's try this. 'Tis a very good story. I also think so, too. I think I burnt myself out on One Piece, though. And I think I've got to let it sit for a little bit before I continue watching it off, at least in the episodes that I'm at. Because there was a period of time where I was watching 5 or 6 episodes a day. Because I was just hooked on it. Smiley is your youngest brother. He is not a teen, but not a child. He is a tween, and that's what it's called. Nice. You wish you could invest yourself in One Piece, but you're not a big fan of anime? Oh, that's totally fair. I love anime. It's what I've grown up watching. I don't like this. I want it to go a little farther back. See if I can get up there from this way. Used to drown Rin with hydrates in their chat, and then you hit affiliate and you got DM saying you're going to drown. Oh, Melty, that's awesome. You don't know what you would do without anime? Oh, dude. That's how I feel, too. I know it. One of the things I miss the most growing up was every Friday night. So there was a show called YTV, or a channel called YTV, that I would watch when I was growing up, and it would usually have all of our cartoons on it. It had most of the shows that we really liked. But every Friday night, starting at 9 p.m., we would get that's when the anime would start. And that was my first introduction to Naruto. And my first introduction to, I think, Cowboy... I don't remember if Cowboy Bebop was on it, but... Oh no, I forgot what it's called. There's a movie on it, or there's a live-action movie made off of it now, too. Ghost in the Shell. That's how I was introduced to that. And a ton of other shows. Oh, and one of my all-time favorite animes. Oh, no, I forget what it's called. Dot Hack Sign. I love that one so much. Yeah, so that's how I got introduced to a lot of this stuff. It was... So, staying up later and watching anime every Friday night was one of my... I don't know, it was just kind of that thing that I lived for every week. And I miss that kind of stuff. You got your dad hooked on Attack on Titan this weekend? Ah, dude, that's awesome. Hopefully he enjoys it. Do you prefer to watch shows as background noises and the dub versions never sound right? I also feel the same way. I used to only watch dubbed, but now I can only do subs. Because there's just... There's some shows... There's a couple shows that the sub is better... Or sorry, the dub is better than the sub. But for the most part, it always feels like... I don't know, they just... I guess, I don't know how to word it any more than kind of how you did, where it's just, it does feel off. It's kind of like a lot of time and effort is spent into getting a voice actor that matches the feel of the, and like the voice of the character. And then with a lot of the dubs just don't feel the same way with that. Your dad was complaining that you were using his TV to watch Attack on Titan, and now he's hooked. He's watched ahead without you. That's awesome. Your problem is because of your time zone, you can't watch most animes. You talking about on TV? That's fair. Most of the anime that I watch, I exclusively watch stuff from like Crunchyroll and websites like that now. So I like how the passenger train's gonna come up that way, and we got the start of the station blocked out up there. And then our cargo train's gonna come in this way. I think we're gonna take out the floor until we meet the bottom, and then we can get a good idea on how we're gonna do this. I just don't know how far down we need to go. Summer not on Crunchyroll in your country? Does Crunchyroll change what you can watch on it based on the country you're in? Because I know there's a lot of shows that I can't get on Crunchyroll anyways, and I've got I guess a lot of it's on Crunchyroll now because of Funimation being gone. But yeah, there's some on like Disney Plus now. I think the new Bleach is on there. And there's a couple there's a High Dive is also one that you sometimes get. Oh, Hulu! I gotta check anime on Hulu. I'm assuming Hulu's probably got some good exclusives. Just about every country has certain shows unavailable. Oh, because I knew it was like that with Netflix, but I didn't know. I can't make this jump anymore. I did so good the first couple times. There we go. For example, in Germany, where you can't watch Overlord, but while you're in the Netherlands, you could watch it. Dude, did you like Overlord? The first couple seasons, I absolutely adored it, and now I still really enjoy it, but I didn't enjoy the last season as much. And I think it's because it doesn't feel as new anymore, if that makes sense. Ooh, that's actually pretty deep. We might bring the train up. Once we get it inside, I'm not sure yet. It may have been your favorite anime. Ah, dude, that's awesome. Hulu's got some good stuff. Melty, what are you watching on Hulu? Because I've been recently looking for some new animes to get into. You're waiting for this to turn into a NordVPN sponsorship? Oh, we're not big enough for that. He can't make the jump because he's old. Melty, you are very delayed. You are very, very delayed if you're only seeing the jump now. Yeah, it's really far down. The other option... Where does the train go to connect back in? We could have the train approaching from a different angle. We might even just bring it up. Maybe that's what we'll do. So these are gonna fill in the vaults. The vaults is just going to sit here, I think. I don't have enough vaults on me. You're really happy that you found me from TikTok? My videos always make you laugh. Ah, dude, that's awesome to hear. I love making them, and so I'm always happy to hear that other people enjoy listening to them. Listen, you're on high school Wi-Fi. You're delayed because... Oh, wait, Melty, are you listening to this and talking in class? Is that what's going on right now? How truly diabolical. Oh, you don't go to class for another hour and a half. Oh, that's fair. But still, how truly diabolical of you. Let's take these. Yeah, I guess high schools are a lot different back when I went to high school. Where, one sec, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We never really had the opportunity for that kind of stuff with the Wi-Fi. I think it might have been in like my last year of high school where we had a public Wi-Fi you could access to do stuff on it, but everything was banned on it. Now here's the question. Do we leave the vault here or do we center it? I'll have to get some stuff. See you later. All right. Thanks for hanging out. It was a pleasure to see you and meet you. Stream won't be going for much longer anyways today, so nobody will be missing out on much. I bring this out too. And break this too. Spend it's called a Melty arc. It's where you have extremely bad internet and are super delayed. That's fair. Wait. No, this all has to move. This all needs to move in. Because this all has to go down one more. Because we won't be able to have it connected properly from there. So we're going to bring all these down one. You're watching Spontaneous in the high school library. Nice. This thing's struggling. Why? I think we gotta remove the whole thing, I think. Oh, was it missing one of the blocks in the middle? Is that what it was? Okay. So we had to bring all of these down so that we could attach on... What's it called? We're gonna have to put funnels on the end of it. Oh, everything's banned there, including YouTube. You just bypass it. Melt these hack in the system. What I'm thinking is we're actually gonna do 2 vaults. We're gonna go 1 here. And 1 here. And that lets us connect everything into those. And then we'll have it so that the train comes in just underneath this. And that's what we'll do. Yeah, the train will come in just underneath this. And so that we can attach both. We can have both vaults connect to it underneath. Can't fool the nerd admins, or maybe they can. Your internet just froze when you said that. That's too funny. So our train's gonna pass by under here. That's what we're gonna do. So the train will come in. Maybe we'll have it come out this way, straighten out, and then when it gets here, we'll curve it and bring it down. And so that way it straightens out and it parks right here. We'll have the connectors underneath here and here that connect to the train just to drop the stuff into the train. And then the train can come out, connect right back into the line there, and then we can do minimal work with the train network. And I think that's going to be our solution for the vaults. And then we'll have enough space down here that we can put out some... What do you call them? Whatever the thing is in the crate mod that has the screen on it that can display information. So we can tell what's in each of the vaults and then how much is moving along the conveyor lines. Like how many eggs we produce per minute, which I think will be really cool to do. Because I don't think we've done anything like that in any of the other farms yet. But mostly because they've been a little bit too complicated with how all the machineries intertwine to be able to proper... Yeah, the display boards. Thank you, Mr. Pickle. Yeah, Grand Chasm Industries isn't capable of having a display board, I don't think. At least not in a way that's easy for us to manage and and deal with. But all right. Chat, this is where I'm going to end stream for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow, but in the evening for 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So I'll slap the stream sometime tomorrow up on YouTube for that. Spen could have just done a bunch of chickens and a hopper. Instead he built a mega egga. The mega egga 10,000. Oh, I'm writing that down. That's the name. The mega egga 10,000. Oh my god, I love that. Where's my pencil? I don't remember. Oh, there it is. The mega egga 10,000. So, yeah. If you haven't done so already, what would help out the stream a lot is if you could drop a like down at the bottom. It helps pop things up in the algorithm and helps the stream grow and to meet new people. And yeah, there we go. That's it. Yeah, I'll drop the stream. I'll schedule the stream tomorrow in the afternoon so you guys have a rough idea of when it's going to be. But it will for sure be, it's like 11 a.m. for me right now, so time zones are a little different. So tomorrow, stream will start, but about 7.5 hours after this one is right now. So, fare thee well, chat. Have yourselves a good one. And I'm out of here. Someday we shall rule the world, and a glorious day that will be.